The draft for game number 2 is starting, and Fnatic is banning out Falstad, probably triggering a Tyrande ban on the side of NaVi, which would allow Fnatic to go into a Kel'Thas. No, it's an ETC that NaVi bans out, since Fnatic has been prioritizing the hero quite a bit. We are this time on Battlefield of Eternity, and Fnatic, they don't waste any time. They lock down Tyrande, no questions asked, and NaVi could now go into Muradin Kel'Thas, Uther Kel'Thas. I guess Kel'Thas is definitely going to be part of it, and it's the Muradin that they focus on, which allows Fnatic to go now into maybe Sonya Uther. They are really famous for their Sonya plays, especially Quacknix is absolutely incredible on the hero, but Shed as well. So it's not only that Fnatic has one good Sonya player, they have two of those guys. And we could definitely see that opening here for them now. There's of course other options too. Battlefield of Eternity is going to be a fun map, and so far NaVi has done an incredible job against Fnatic. It was very, very well played, and we are going to find out now in this series if NaVi can even force that 2-0. But they go for a Jaina first, so Mene wants this Jaina, and we could actually see them, in theory, with a Diablo later. Diablo, again, as I already explained, is more popular in the European scene than he is usually in... Well, I guess in NA we're also seeing them. And there he is, Diablo. Alright, so Fnatic making me look good here. Tyrande, Jaina, and Diablo, a very nice combo. If you have ETC banned out, Muradin taken, Diablo is one of the best tanks that you can use for the initiation, and then you get that stun combo off. What's really important when you play the hero, though, is that you want to have a second tank next to him. You don't want to play Diablo solo tank. In the early game, you can do so much with him, and you can really just like take one hero down after another, but later on in the game, against Focus, he's rather weak. So you want to have a second tank together with him, or you want to play a double support, one of the two. NaVi now, they know that of course as well. They can think about what they would ban out here. It's a Zagara actually that they get rid of for all the vision that you can get on the map. Fnatic, well, I would be a bit careful. We haven't really seen a Sonya yet for NaVi, but they could definitely play the hero here. And there is a Tassadar still around, there's that Sonya around, so probably one of these two heroes is going to be banned out. Or the Sylvanas. I talked about her earlier, and if you have an Immortal, then Sylvanas can help you just so much to push the lanes. Or they go really for the respect ban against the Nuburak, but I don't believe that. It is the Tassadar indeed that they ban out. Uther, by the way, could have been one of the bans as well. I completely forgot about him here, so that was another opportunity. NaVi can use that now. They could go Sonya Uther. They could really go Sonya Uther if they don't want to take the Sylvanas here. That would really help them also a bit against the potential burst damage that we're seeing on the side of Fnatic. They could play this also, of course, again with the Nuburak. They have the choice to go into Ethereal. You can already tell that at this point they have so many ways of how they can branch out. They take the Uther. Is it going to be the Sonya? Or going to... We could see even the Thrall again. I mean, I haven't really touched upon him, but why not? Thrall 4 times in a row by NaVi. Hell yeah, let's go for it. If you have that Uther, then just bring it, baby. We have, of course, again, the Divine Shield to keep alive whoever they want to play here. Sonya, Thrall, it's easy peasy if you want to make that happen. And NaVi has the chance to do that now. Whereas Fnatic still needs a bit of a frontliner. They have a very solid setup already as is, but they need someone else next to Diablo to really put the pain in here. Yeah, NaVi. They're taking their sweet time. Considering how really fast they were in the last game to pick that Thrall, that's an interesting choice now. Thrall would really work well for them, the way that they play it. If you look at the setup that they're currently running here, can really help them. But they go into that Anubarak again. So early Anubarak for them once more. They really like the hero. I love that they love him because it is so much fun to see Anubarak again in play. I like the Cocoon. I think it's a great talent. It was heavily underplayed, and we are going to see it back to business, and I love NaVi for it. Fnatic, they are going to show a hyper-aggressive game. And are they going to play this maybe with a Sonya at the front line? Yes, indeed they do. And next to that, this is where it actually starts to become a bit tricky, because what are they going to play here? Well, I guess we're going to find out. I'm very interested, because they could go into another mid warrior as well, if they don't want to go for too much range. With range, it would more likely be a Reyna. You can go into a Vala if you wanted to, but melee would make sense to keep Diablo and Sonya alive. We have a bit of a draft bug, as you can already tell, but that hero pick should appear any second now. Well, NaVi is already thinking about theirs, and it is that Thrall. We have Tyrael on one side, more melee action for Fnatic, and Thrall for NaVi. Boys, I'm not gonna lie, I love these two teams to death. It's going to be so much fun to actually see how they're gonna play this. NaVi is in the lead with the 1-0, and they once again believe in Green Jesus to bring them to victory, to split the waves of the opponent. Moses is amongst us, at least Green Moses, that is. And Battlefield of Eternity is going to be the next map. So let's jump right in and see if NaVi can successfully take down Fnatic with a 2-0, or if Fnatic is coming back into this. Let's not forget, we're talking about the DreamHack champion here. So let's jump right in. Battlefield of Eternity. All right. And let's do that, I suppose. It's really weird how some of these hotkeys work. If I press the hotkeys at the same time, it doesn't work. If I press one after another, it works. I made Calder host. Yeah, no problem. You can be host again. Okay, we did that, and he's currently switching everything around. Guys, it's gonna be good. It is gonna be good. I'm liking it. I'm really, really liking it. This is going to be a fun... It could be the last game, by the way. Could be the last game. I've kind of been casting like crazy already today. I didn't really expect GHL to last 6 hours. Like, I casted 6 hours already earlier today. And I really thought this would be a relaxed morning. A little bit of GHL cast at in the beginning, casting those Cloud9 matches, and then from there on, HBA in the evening. And yeah, now I've been sitting there for like 6 hours casting GHL. Here I've been casting for a few hours now as well, casting HBA. And then afterwards I can work on those videos for at least another 4. Well, today has become a lot busier than I thought. There's a lot more happening today. And the weekend is going to be crazy. I mean, at the weekend, we have the End of the Storm guys. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, End of the Storm North America, the first finals. We're going to have the top 8 teams playing, and that is going to be pretty sweet as well. So, yeah, especially if you're from North America, but also the Europeans should make sure that they watch those games because it is going to be pretty awesome. It's always fun to see these teams go up against each other. But for now, we have the game starting, so let's jump in. Game number 2 in the best of 3 series is played on Battlefield of Eternity. And to the left side of the map, once again, Naughty Alex on his silenced Anubarak. For NaVi, in the lead with the 1-0 against Fnatic. We have Eternal on Thrall, Zarmany on Muradin, Crosby on Kelthas, Rampakete on Uther. And to the right side of the map, their opponent, it is Fnatic with Mena on Jaina, Breeze on Diablo, the Lord of Terror, Quacknix on Sonya, Smexistar on Tyrande, and Shat is playing Tyrael. Both of these teams with a very, very scary composition here. And yeah, Mena with the memes. But yeah, these are scary lineups. I mean, I love that we see Thrall 4 times in a row. I love even more that Anubarak is back in the meta. And this is just going to be an absolutely great game. It is a fantastic setup that we have here. Soul Feast as a level 1 talent, as usual for Diablo. His whole combo potential with Tyrande in particular is going to be so strong. And the Reindeer is being chosen as the mount. Haven't seen any of those in quite some time. It's Christmas time again. So, yep, up at the bot lane, or down to the bot lane. We're currently having the 4 versus 4 situation between the 2 teams. And, well, for now, it's just all about that aggression. So Diablo is going to try and charge in and get the stun going so that Tyrande can set her Lunar Flare into action. And then we have Jaina and Sonya trying to get that damage in. The build has switched, by the way. So we've been talking a lot about the Thrall build here earlier on today, and especially what we've seen with the heavy focus on Wind Fury and Venom on level 4 with the level 1 Seasoned Marksman was, of course, one of the builds that we mentioned. But it's also a Chain Lightning build that you can play on the hero, and that is indeed what's happening here. Rolling Thunder as the level 1 talent, as Seasoned Marksman, is not as effective on this map as it is on others. So let's see how much the build is going to change here. This is going to be really, really cool. We have Eternal again on Thrall, and he seems to be flexible enough to adjust his build completely from one map to another. So that is going to be a fun one. Normally, with the Chain Lightning build, we are seeing the Chain Lightning talent also taken on level 4, and then you go on for follow through on level 7 to get the extra damage out of there. You have the double charge already, so you can just spam that out and get a few auto attacks in between. So that's going to be really sweet. And we have the cooldown reduction for Tyrael as the level 1 talent. So he's going for the Horadric Reforging, which can be very nice. With the Druid's Might, once that you hit, you get the cooldown reduction, and that's a heavy cooldown reduction at that. So you're pretty mobile in the way that you're behaving yourself in the fight. Very nice. Already jumping in, and both of the teams are going for the Immortal Burst. But now that it's halftime show, we have the fights about to start. So there's going to move straight in. Can already tell that both of the teams know exactly where that Immortal is going to end up. at least for the first round. That's pretty normal. Oh, jumps into the camp. The camp is not too happy about that, so the Shaman was just like sleeping and like completely... Oh, there we go. Once again, Zarmini with an attempt to move in. Shat already with his own shield. And the boys are starting to make their play. We have everybody starting to get into rotation for this, into position. The Immortal for the blue team is currently the focus or the center of attention for both of the teams. Breeze with his Diablo is just waiting for an opportunity to jump in, but we see Thrall moving down to the bot lane as he is attempting to get extra experience in that earlier level 4. The rest of the team moves in, uses those stuns thanks to the Immortal to get a bit of cover. Zarmini is rather low, he has to be careful, but Thrall is moving back in. They're very close to level 4. They defend their Immortal. Thing is though that the defending team is usually in the end losing the Immortal because there's all that poke damage that you can dash in, especially if you are playing with the Tyrande and the Jaina, so you can use that flare from a distance and also use the Blizzard, of course, to just poke in a bit. And of course, with both teams now on level 4, you're seeing the builds continue. Again, Undertaker for the range increase on the Burrow Charge. The move against Tyrande, and Smexy style is about to fall. Or is he? He might not be. Muradin still wants him, and so does Anubarak, and indeed, Tyrande is dead. But Alex isn't getting out of there that easily. He's getting zoned though. Very well done here. The peel from the rest of the team is real, and therefore he's getting away. As we have on level 4, as predicted, the lightning. So it should be the follow-through on level 7. The teams are both moving for the Immortals, but as already I said, the defending team usually loses the Immortal in the end after all. But we could see the red team losing more than that. They lose Breeze, so it's a double kill against them. And that drops the slight experience lead into the hands of NaVi, who are already ahead in this series. With level 4 talents now also Fire Devil once again. We're seeing 2 focused attack, one on Tyrande and the other one also on Breeze with, sorry, not Breeze, on Quacknix with his Sonya. Bot lane Immortal doesn't really have too many shields, so it should really be able to do too much damage, but of course 1 or 2 towers are going to fall here, but they are trying to burst it down as fast as they can, but a few of the structures will definitely be eliminated. There's no helping that. The top lane pressure against Alex the Pro G, on the other hand, is a little bit more difficult. Alex the Frog, oh, Diablo, kind of overshot that gate a bit. How did he end up in there? Breeze is probably just like, what the hell just happened? Why am I in there? But Smexy style with a very nice move is saving him. Or is he? Zarmini is trying to go in, and is he going to be able to stun him out? Nice dodge by Breeze, but he is not going to escape this one, is he now? Pretty cool move. Breeze is going to fall eventually. He should. He might not. What? Okay. And again, Muradin is just hopping and moves out. But yeah, Breeze probably not too happy about that move. I mean, dashing behind the gate was probably not really what he intended here. It happened after all. But for now, we are seeing still a slight experience lead for the team in blue. So NaVi is going to hit that level 7 talent faster. It's 3 kills against 0. Fission Bomb taken. Again, Urticating Spines on the level 7 talent for Alex the Frog. We are having Piercing Bolt, and we see, as predicted, follow through as the talent. So he's going for a different build now that he cannot rely as heavily on the Season Marksman stacks. It's a pretty cool build as well. It gives you a bit more wave clear, and you have also, of course, you need to employ different mechanics. I mean, the whole idea with a follow through talent is really that you just move in, you hit one of your abilities, you go straight for an auto attack, you hit another ability, auto attack, and so on and so forth. So it's all about just using those chain lightning, since the cooldown is very low and you can hold 2 of the charges, especially, of course, since you are going for Ride the Lightning. So that's one of the things that he has to just really be careful about during the entire match now. Frostbitten on level 7, Soul Steal for Diablo, Ferocious Healing taken, we see Lunar Blaze, and we have the battle momentum as the Immortal is announced on map again. Both of the teams still on level 7, level 8. It's really all about just how the waves are moving currently in the match as well. 3 kills against 0, but it doesn't really matter too much as long as you have even experience with your opponent. But this is starting, of course, to be now the game where they are trying to get a couple of team fights in. Keep in mind that the entire setup, by the way, that Fnatic is using is really directed towards kills, right? Especially early game kills with that stun combo. And so far, they haven't secured a single kill. Far from it. They are the ones who lost 3 heroes. Again, the attack against Breeze. And for Fnatic, this is a bit of a little disaster what's currently happening here, because they are the ones who are supposed to get the early game kills. But they don't get a single one of those. Stun again, and here comes the attempt, and not only the attempt, a successful kill against Tyrael. Job well done, 4 kills against 0, and Fnatic is really in trouble right now. They are in a world of trouble. The entire lineup that they are running here is completely focused on early game kills, where Diablo dashes in, starts with a stun, Tyrande takes over, and then Jaina is supplying all that damage together with Sonya, and that didn't happen at all so far. So they are losing hit points on the Immortal. Experience, soak attempts by Quacknix and the rest of Fnatic at the bottom in the top lane. And now we are seeing again NaVi moving in for potential kill against the Immortal. And these fights, if Fnatic is not making some plays very soon, then they are in trouble and they know it. Zarmany is about to jump out, at least he's trying to. That stun on Tyrande is a bit too late. And now it's Fnatic who is attempting to defend here. But of course everybody is just moving to the top. Wells up, level 9 versus level 9. It's a bit of a trap that we're currently seeing here. Paqueta moving through though at the front, charging in. They're dodging. Zarmany, they jump in. They want to have the Immortal. They need to make sure that they don't get stunned by these circles. And they move back just in time. But Alex gets stunned out and that might be the kill. He dashes away. Unbelievable in last second, still keeping himself alive. But as you can tell, 650 hit points on the Immortal of the red team. That's not going to survive for too much longer. Paqueta, a flame strike from Crosby is all that they really need here. They of course need to make sure that Anubarak is going to come back, but he's already on the way. Zarmany moves in. There's that flame strike and the Stormbolt. Immortal taken. Zarmany jumps out and job well done. That's a pretty nice shield that they have on this Immortal now as well. So they're starting to move into the middle again. 4 kills against 0. And a great play by NaVi here in this best of 3 series so far. The first game, of course, already very well controlled. And now in the second one, they play a flawless match. They haven't lost a single hero yet. And they are in a great position with that early level 10 talent. Cocoon, Sundering, Avatar. They have Divine Shield and Phoenix used. And they start to break through that top wall. They are here with 5 heroes. They don't soak the bottom lane, where we have Tyrael, Shat trying to get enough experience to give his own team level 10, which they are going to get any second now. But it's still doubtful that they're going to be able to save this fort. The Immortal alone is already going to do too much damage. Wrath of the Berserker. We have at least that Lightning Breath taken, but the lockdown against Diablo already starting. They're trying to go for him. That fort has been eliminated. Cocoon being used. They try to drop it and they are able to do so, but the Sundering puts everybody in spot once again. Stun after stun after stun. Goodbye, Jaina. Diablo might die. He does not. But Sonya is barely getting away. Yeah, that was a close one. That was really a close call there. Shadowstalk used and Sanctification really saving them there too. And this is now the move straight for their keep. And this keep 9 minutes in might actually even fall. The Immortal still has a lot of hit points. And yeah, the Immortal alone is already going to finish this one. So they're starting to move away. The keep is gone. They hop out. Quacknix is trying to follow this up. It's level 10s versus level 10s. Eternal is on the move back, but Alex needs to dash out. Oh my god. Whoa, the stun! Alex is going to die, but still. Anubarak for a keep. I'm going to take that trade any day. So they move away. Keep taking out not only the fort, but an amazing display of coordination and skill here for NaVi. I'm really impressed. I'm very, very much impressed that they are able to just take Fnatic on with this young lineup. Crosby has just recently joined the team as a triad, and so did Paqueta. Fnatic is playing for much, much longer already as a unity, and they've won DreamHack. They've won the Hitbox Invitational. They've been able to nearly win the Fragmite Masters, where they came in second after just barely being defeated by Team Liquid. Yep, again the attack, but this time that might be the hour of Fnatic. Fnatic moves in and they get the kill against Thrall. Eternal is down. Zarmany, he lives and moves away. Breeze is just barely surviving, but Fnatic is starting to get their kills in. Oh, Breeze! Breeze is super low here. Is Alex going to commit to this one? They're thinking about it, you can tell, but Thrall is not with them, so they are just waiting this one out. But killing that keep was an important move, and getting to level 13 is going to be the next objective on the agenda. So they are already aiming straight for it, with the top lane being bursted away. Uther is soaking experience at the bottom. Paqueta showing just all the patience that he really needs there. But we have Anubarak and also Thrall back to business now. And they are going to the top to push this in even further. So now they start to move away, but that level 13 talent that we've been talking about is now ready, with again the Burning Rage on Anubarak. We're seeing, of course, Thrall now with a bit of an adjustment on level 13 as well, going for the Giant Killer over the Wind Fury talent. Keep these chain bombs, by the way, in mind. The entire game so far, we didn't even have them ready for Kel'Thas, but now he can finally rely on that damage as well. Not really the best news for Fnatic, but, well, they are going to try. We have, in terms of damage, as you can see here, a bit of an idea. This is the comp that they've been waiting for the entire time. Alex needs to move away. The Lightning Breath not really doing as much damage as they were hoping for. Alex is still alive, and when it comes to hero damage, then we are seeing especially Kel'Thas and also Thrall up at the front. We have both of them on 23,000, and and they move for the objective, and that level 13 talent is going to be absolutely amazing for them. So with the help of the additional talent, they're starting to move on to the Immortal. We have a bit of a burst from both teams right now, trying to go for the damage first, and as it happens, we see NaVi moving over. They're trying to force a team fight that they can't really force just yet. Jaina even had to move up to the top lane, not only for the experience soak, but also to defend the lane. And here comes again the damage against the Immortal. NaVi is playing a very solid game here, and what they want is, of course, Immortal number 2 for them now, which would also result in at least the fort at the bottom lane being dropped. But we have 13 versus 13 talents, and this is the time where Fnatic can finally take a stand. They have now Spell Shield, Overflowing Light, Imposing Will. We are seeing the Firestorm and the improved Ice Block. Great talents here for them, and this is really the fight that matters to Fnatic. If they lose here, then they are starting to become, like they are going to be, not lost or anything, but that would be bad. Let's just put it like that. It would be bad. I mean, this is the fight that you've been waiting for a long time, that you can finally fight on even talents again. NaVi was always slightly ahead, but now it's just going to be all about the poking against the Immortal. And if you have Flame Strike in your arsenal, and of course also that Chain Lightning for Thrall, then you can poke from a fairly safe distance. Breeze is in a position where he's just waiting for an opportunity to dash in and take somebody out. So far, that did not really work out for them, but he's of course going to try. They start to rotate heroes to the top, and that's the moment that NaVi is going to use to go in straight away. That burst is not going to be fast enough. NaVi is going for the burst themselves, and they are going to win the race. It's going to be a small shield, but it is going to be noticeable. So here they are, 5 kills against 2. Immortal is chased, and this is going to mean the end of the fort at the bot lane. If they can push more than that, that's a question that we have to answer over time. But first of all, Fnatic has to make sure that they're defending their core, because these catapults are starting to get nasty. And that is a chance that NaVi uses to go straight for that fort, and even drops a few of the structures before the Immortal is even in play. They could drop the fort before the Immortal is there, and that's exactly what they're doing. They go in, the Immortal needs 1 shot, and that thing is down. So that already happened. They go for Diablo, lockdown against him, 1 stun, 2 stun, Gravity Lapse, a lot of burst damage. Again, Chain Bombs already in play. The Immortal doing its thing, 15.5 against level 14, and the structures at the wall are also going to fall. Nice Phoenix, good zoning. That gives the Immortal a lot of safety to do even more damage. They want keep number 2, and they could get level 16 now. If they hit the next level here, that would be an amazing position for them to finish that keep off. And there it is, the talent that they wanted. Level 16, Arcane Barrier chosen. Once again, we have Shadow Stalk being used. Maxi trying to keep the team alive, but the Sundering is just dropping Diablo. He's eliminated, and they go deep for a potential next kill. The keep is down. Sonya is about to die. Unbelievable. NaVi is showing Fnatic how the game is being played. They go for the core, and I can't believe it. Fnatic hasn't taken a map yet against these guys. We have NaVi now in the 3rd game that they play at the Heroes Battle Arena, and they have not dropped a map. They dropped my Insanity, they dropped TF5, and now they are successful against Fnatic, unless there is a miracle happening now, and I don't see that happening at all. They are going to finish this game. Crazy, crazy matches. NaVi in an absolute impressive performance here, and they take the game, the best of 3, with a 2-0 at the Heroes Battle Arena. GG and well played.